Good evening, folks. Look who decided to show up. I'm just trying to get situated here. Biggie Small, Constantinople. How's it going, fellas? We're gonna just keep rocking on, man. Thank you for your support all through the year. I really appreciate it, guys. We're gonna go right to the ring, right till the drop it. I got Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve on over here. Is Dick Clark still alive? So Constantine, it's already midnight over there. So happy New Year to you, bro. Biggie Small. Late night action. Late night. So I'm just trying to get it together over here. Maybe get a couple more guys in. Well, we're down to an hour. East Coast. East Coast time. Joe Ruffino, happy New Year, Captain. Good to see you, Joe. Good to see you. God bless everybody. We made it to another year. Many twists and turns. Many twists and turns. So that's a good thing. First and foremost, God bless all of you folks. Thank you, Jesus. Got to give credit. Saved my life many times. Erica, I love you, honey. Happy New Year. And we get rocking. There's a link to the book in the description. Oh, hey, that ain't nobody. Put that away. Put that away. So everything's good over here, Giuseppe. Well, what did I put in the description? Fast times at Mafia High, the rat-infested mob tube. Well, we're not going to get too much into bashing and stuff this year. We're just going to get down and what we always I got a lot of stories. You hang out. We'll just keep doing the stories. My ticker's going up. So we got a brand new start. They got my subscribers. My ability to get subscribers is going up. So we're just going to keep on rocking and rolling. Look what I added to my set. Nice arrangement of flowers. Thank you, Nikki. I love you, honey. Nice addition. If I don't block it out. It's on cardboard boxes. You know this. Well, let's get my lighting. Where's my lighting director here? Where's my lighting crew? This is a one-man show, folks. That's how we do it. We're going to get up to 5,000 subscribers this year. My channel is turned on. Put the past in the rearview mirror. Brand new day. We still got a shot. So we still got a chance. It's a brand new start. A lot of people didn't make it last year. A lot of people. Mike FRANCHEESE, he's slowing down. Sammy the Bull, he's slowing down a little bit. Those guys are dinosaurs. They're dinosaurs. Jeff, a sit down with Jeff Nadeau. His channel's going steady. He does all this stuff. He stays in the game. We had a little couple of bumps in the road in the past, but that's all behind us. He does what he does. I do what I do, and he's going steady. There's enough room. There's enough room on YouTube. Just don't talk smack. Don't start none. There won't be none, Herb. That's all. But, I just want to come in good faith. That's all. I don't need him as the man in the moon. I do my show. I got more class and personality than all of them bums. So I got to do what I got to do. Here. That's all. I do it with nothing. No editing. So, but I appreciate it because it's you guys that keep me going. You guys keep me rocking and rolling. Right now on New Year's Eve, if I was running around with the Mafia back in the day, they'd probably be having a party at the club or another place with a big card game, and I'd probably be working that card game on New Year's Eve, if back in the day, high limit card games. Yeah, a lot of them boys. They used to get jacked up just during regular days, but a lot of times what they would do, well, what the old man would do, Sam the boss, would he'd have me going, like, he'd want to watch, see if they're partying with the blow. Joel Gold, Ivan Lord, Happy New Year's. We got 9 in the car right now. We got 9 in the car. You guys kept me going all year, even when they froze me up. So it's a brand new year, 55 minutes, and we're gonna keep the train going, God willing. Thank you, Jesus, that made it. I'll be 62 in July, God willing. So getting there. We're getting there. Ivan Lord, Big Small, Biggie Small. Why do I always say Biggie Small? Big Small. So yeah. See, on New Year's Eve, them boys used to like to break out that white snow. 63, Joel Gold. Yeah. They had a guy there watching over the table, and they'd all go to the bathroom during these card games. And then this captain dude, some of these guys, I don't know who they are, but they're higher ranked guys. And he'd say, "You just do it right there on the table. Like, what do you think? I'm stupid?" They would be doing Scarface lines of blow. Scarface lines on New Year's Eve. They'd get retched out. They'd get like retched out in their mind, and they would put it on their they'd put that blow on their gum, and then they'd be they'd be getting sketched out. There should be a rule. If you've had 10 Manhattans and 7 lines of blow, you can't hold a pistol. You got to check your gun at the door. you got to check if you're going to be that jacked up. Yeah, you're going to be that wired. You should be holding a gun. So at some of the games, they used to have to a couple big games, but nobody minded. Sometimes they even had private security. I mean, packing, AKA packing. There's 150,000 in there. People tried to rob the games. They robbed a couple in Rochester before, but they tried to rob a game, and they knew who it was. A guy had owed a lot of money. He was on his way out. A guy owed a lot of money, and his last, I don't know, he thought was his last option was to try to stick up the game. Didn't work out good for him. Didn't work out good. So yeah, they party. So everybody, if you're drinking, you're nice at home, you chill out. You can't get a ticket when you watch the Truth Serum. That's all. Your ears might turn red, but you won't get a ticket. All right. So I got my smokes, I got my coffee, I got my friends. God is good every day, folks. I'm just going to try not to slurp, because I wouldn't like to hear somebody slurping. I'd turn right off. So, yeah. So, what's been going on in this past year? New president coming along. I watched that football player propose to his fiance, the Washington Commanders. Yeah, he proposed to her, a player on the Washington Commanders. He proposed to this lady, and he got on his knees in his uniform, in his pads, and it's like, what is she gonna say? No. He makes $65 million a year. What's she gonna say? No. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, he's got a guaranteed contract for 140 million. What is she gonna say? Nah, I don't think so. I'd rather date the janitor. Yeah. Mm. You see, there's a trend now of all the men getting aware of all these gold digging Jezebels out there now. There's a lot of gold digging Jezebels running around. So these men have been getting enlightened by these slippery women, these slippery conniving Jezebels that are running around trying to take advantage of these mild mannered guys. But they're getting hip now. They're getting hip. If you met your girl as a whole, then you shouldn't be surprised. If you knew she was loosey goosey when you met her, then there shouldn't be any surprises. So just keep your radar up, guys. Just keep your antennas up for them slicksters out there. Slicksters. Mm. They used to run around the club. They'd sit at the club. There'd be guys, they know guys got a big bankroll, and some of these guys would fall for it. Big Yin, Happy New Year, bud. Yep, I got my fam here. It's 4 a.m. over there in Scotland. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, damn it. Listen to me good. Happy New Year, 4 a.m. This is International New Year's Eve here. It's the Truth Serum Rockin' Eve. Fasten your seatbelts. These old fast girls used to go to the club and they would be dressed all sexy and everything, and Sam's niece would just shake her head, and they used to make moves. I didn't have money and bankrolls like that, but they would try everybody. They'd try everybody. Oh, geez. When you get a drink, Joe, can you order me one? Mikey Scars, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Mikey Scars. Happy New Year. You and RJ still rocking it out? I got They shut me down for a while. They censored me, Mikey. They censored me. And what are you gonna do? I can't play the violin. They turned me back on. So I'm gonna be back in the game. I'm not gonna do any more bashing. I had more respect for Mikey than some of the other channels because they're knowledgeable. Him and RJ, knowledgeable. Get your information, get your historical stuff right there, folks. Happy New Year to you. We made it another year. Yeah. Oh, that same thing happened to you guys? You know what, Mike? I did some political things and they shut me down. They shut me right down. It's bad enough I wasn't on the algorithm to start with, but I'm not doing any more political stuff. I'm turned back on. I just got to keep the train rolling, and that's all I could do at this point in time. I gotta behave. I gotta be a good boy. Tell RJ much love and blessings for the new year. I love hearing you guys tell your stories. I love it. Yeah. Politics, boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's why they shut. They got me twice, Mikey. They got me twice. Yeah. I was losing subscribers. They readjusted my thing. I'm not even on the algorithm, Mikey. I'm at the caboose. I didn't even have the caboose, but I'm gonna try to revamp up. It's a hobby of mine. And I like what else? I'm older now. I miss the good old days. It was a lot of stress and pressure, but it's still a fascinating topic. I just tell more behind the scene type of stories and stuff, Mikey. If you've watched me before, I just, I wasn't made. I thank God I wasn't made because I wouldn't have made it. But yeah, my godfather was Mickey Campanella. I think that might be the first time I released his name. He was mostly with the Colombos, Mickey Campanella, years ago, and he did some things too. He did some things, but he passed away. God rest his soul. No more politics. Trump's gonna get elected, and I'm done getting censored. I'm not even gonna swear anymore. I'm not even gonna swear. I was afraid to say the word sexy. I was afraid to say sexy. Mm, Caffeine, nicotine. That's what I do here. I got the Rockin' Eve over here. Is Dick Clark still alive? Man, I'd be a good host for that show. Mike Mormill, hey, Happy New Year. Thank you, Mike, for helping me out, support me, and giving me confidence. Mikey Scars come in and joined. We got McDam, where have you been? Still been a while. Big, small, MM. Yeah, I could do network. Tommy Bahama, Happy New Year. I got all my friends here. Boy, the bus is filling up. The bus is filling up. Yeah. Mikey Scars, it's been a long time. Yeah. Oh, I love watching that show. He tells the stuff. RJ, he just know he's like an encyclopedia. I was around. I can't remember all that stuff. Who's the captains of these families? That boss, that cop. I can't remember all that. I got a brain injury. I can't remember all of that kind of stuff. I can't. Mm-mm. I'm not an encyclopedia like that. But that's a good dynamic. Mikey, he saw everything from A to Z. Yeah, hey, California, Vincent Hernandez. Happy New Year. 3 hours from now, 2 hours. Mikey saw everything from A to Z. And then RJ knows the exact. What a journalist he is. What a journalist. What a journalist. That's why they got a good show. Michael Mormill, you're on the bus. We got 12 on the bus. I appreciate everybody for hanging in there with me all through the year. I'm not going to get aggravated anymore. I'm going to just be a good boy. I got a million stories, and we're just going to do it like that. This is your personal, intimate, more intimate channel here. Intimate channel. At the club, I was alluding to earlier, the girls, some of these Jezebel girls, now they'd be dressed real, really enticing, and I would tell like this guy Rick, I'd say, Rick, you're not gonna fall for that. You when you wake up in the morning, you're lucky if you better hope you got your socks and underwear when you wake up. You think she's hot and all this and that. These guys used to get rolled. If Mikey Scars is still in here, I wonder if he ever heard the term when somebody got rolled. They'd get all obliviated, and then somebody would go in their pockets and fleece them. I rolled a couple guys, God forgive me, but they were gypping me on tips. They were gypping me, and I got in trouble a couple times, and then it was between me and another innocent person. So I had to tell the boss, Sammy, I said, yeah, it was me, because I didn't want the other, a girl, a Jezebel, I didn't want her to get falsely accused, because I left him at the door of her house. I already fleeced him. And then when he woke up with her, he woke up broke, and then he was accusing, and I just, but the old man just said, he's stupid enough to get drunk like that, and he shouldn't be at that Jezebel's house. He's got a beautiful wife and kids at home. So, yeah, what are you going to do? That's just craziness. Craziness. I didn't perceive myself to be brave. I'm happy. Me, I like to laugh, happy-go-lucky. But in retrospect, man, I made a lot of mistakes. Lucky I had my godfather to get me through some of that crazy stuff, because I should have got blasted out. When you kind of only deal with a made guy in a certain way, and they have certain, but the old man was pretty loose on stuff at like baby showers and communions and confirmations and outdoor parties. He was loose because I couldn't. They got to introduce you. The boss. Somebody has to a maid guy. They have to introduce you. This is JoJo. He's my boy. Blah 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 blah. And and things like that. But it was loosey goosey. He knew I was a rookie, and he knew what my responsibilities were to deliver the bread and milk. So he kind of let it go a little bit like that. But then when it got too crazy at the end, it was just like, I'm gonna go that way. You guys have a nice life. Let me go. Let me go light the candles in the church and get the rosary beads and just say thank you, thank you. Mm. Yeah, Mike, that was part of if Mikey Scars is here, that's part of that Colombo gambling ring way back when, a million years ago. Columbos and them, they all had that big gambling ring going on. Sir Drums, no, I don't know where he is, Big. He might be out. He might be out and about. He might be rocking in NYC. He's probably rocking out somewhere. Yeah, we're not gonna. There's like, thank you. Hey, Ivan, we got Mikey in here. Mikey, did they ever roll you? No, ain't nobody gonna roll him. You ain't gonna roll him. I was just wondering, did you ever hear that term, Mikey Scars? Did you ever hear that term? Boy, it got back to the club. Yeah, that JoJo rolled Rick. What? That little punk JoJo? He rolled him? What happened? Well, he got drunk and he went in pocket. Yeah. Oh man. No. I didn't get made. I was just a runaround guy. A lot of us are Christians. I was brung up a lot of us are Christians, but that money, I delivered the bread and milk, and I was like, geez, I was already college educated with degrees and things, but I was just like, but it was a cannonball run, and I couldn't do it no more. See, when you deliver the bread and milk, nobody else is supposed to know about the delivery, but it was getting leaked out. These guys owed so much money, and then I had a bullseye on my back, and they thought they'd ambush me on my way to New York. There's Sir Drums. Sir Drums, have no fear. Yeah, that's all right. You're never late. Nobody's ever late to the True Serms action. That I miss. I talked about a lot of crazy stories, but there's an element of I miss that action. Go up to the club and go to the racetrack, hustle some money. I knew there was no future in it, but I got hypnotized by the money a little bit, and it kind of ruined the trajectory. I had a lot of stress. I had a lot of stress. Always, I was always thinking somebody was following me. Sir Drums, Happy New Year, pal. Happy New Year. So Mikey Scars came in. Mikey Scars and RJ. Yeah. Boy, and you know what? I've been a maniac on this channel. I've been a maniac many different times. I was maniac, but I watch Mikey Scars and I watch RJ. And this RJ, I've never seen him, get mad. I never seen him get mad. He should be on network TV. He should be on network TV. He can hold his composure. That's very, very applaudable. That's impressive. I was getting mad, Mike FRANCHEESE and all of that jibber jabber, Mike FRANCHEESE, and holy cow. I had to tell myself, I'm not the YouTube sheriff. They let them do their channels, whoever they get, they get. Everybody was hustling. Is that so far-fetched that Sammy the Bull is lying or Mike is lying, Mike FRANCHEESE? Everybody was hustlers. I wasted a lot of time, but sometimes I'm not the appointed person to defend the guys that are doing life and the guys that have passed away. And then I see him talking smack and it ain't the truth because so there are some people that are still around. So I used to put his name in the title just to get views. I'm not doing that anymore. I got a million stories. I'm not gonna piggyback those names in the titles. If I'm a good storyteller, then that's who I'll get. That's all. That's no good. That's not even a shortcut, anyways. Because then you disenfranchise the people that watch him. He's got a million subscribers. He's getting a little long in the tooth. Sooner or later, how long's Mike and Sammy gonna last? There ain't gonna be nobody left but me. His name is Sammy the Rat. Oh my gosh. Now, Sammy said he was turning toward God. He said he was turning toward God, right? And he was trying to figure things out, which is fine, I'm a Christian. And then the guy asked him, what would you do? Well, a minute later, the guy asked him, what would you do, hypothetically speaking, if you were face to face with John Gotti? And then Sam said, oh, I'd blow him away. Well, I just thought you found God, Sammy. I thought you just found God. Why are you talking like that? Poor Sammy. I think Sammy's getting a little stunat too. I mean, God forgive me, but I think he's getting a little stunat. That's terrible because a good friend of mine, you get older and you could get, Alzheimer's and stuff. It's terrible. It's terrible. A good friend of mine got it and now they're infirmarized. Yeah, so I think poor Sammy's getting a little what can you do? What can you do? The only bull he is Pook. California in the house. Mm. Yeah, check out Mikey Scars and RJ, man. Them guys, I tell you, I wish I could remember stuff like an encyclopedia. Who were the captains in those families? And my mind, sometimes that post stress, that post traumatic stress, when it was very crazy time, and I think I blocked a lot of it out. I mean, yeah, the mind's crazy. I have to give myself therapy. So yeah, thank you for coming in here. Yeah, Sammy seems to be a real mean spirited guy. Well, he was studying all the faiths in prison. He was studying the Muslim and then the Odin. He got the tattoo of like the Odin god type of thing. He was studying all that. But yeah, life gives us all PTSD. But then he was talking about he was so aggravated and he was like, well, if there was a God, he was like, why would God let me do that? You know, he was like, why would God let me do that if there was a and he was talking about, he knew about Christianity, but eh, we're not meant to know all the answers. Some things are just left to just having faith. I mean, why did I get spared on the same day when I went down? When I went down on the same day, 45 people went down in New York State when I OD'd on fentanyl 10 years ago. Why was I the only one out of 44 that lived that day? Why? I lost 4 or 5 friends, and why was that? Well, how did I? You know, it was a long road back. So I'm just blessed for every day I got. You know, doing those chemicals and stuff like that, they ain't no good. Uh-uh. Mm. I won't even take an Excedrin. I don't take anything. I don't take nothing. Joe Ruffino, you know that road that I took. They won't even let me speak over there, Joe Ruffino. They won't even let me speak over there because they know I'm a straight shooter and they know what kind of money grab the recovery system is. I got degrees on in every subject known to mankind, but I was doing speeches, smaller speeches, and the brass didn't like it because there's only a 3% success rate in the recovery system. They throw millions and millions and millions of dollars at these taxpayers' money at the recovery system. Yeah, is it morally? Is it society's position to fund people that are rocking and rolling? Is that the taxpayers' responsibility? I don't believe so. I don't. My hospital stay was over $1 million. I was on life support for a year. The taxpayers, I benefited from it, but I don't believe in it. My hospital bill was close to $1.5 million. They all got big salaries. They got company cars, and the success rate is 3% out of 100 that get clean and stay clean. I don't think it's the taxpayers' responsibility. If they want to go rock and roll and do crack and coke and heroin, then that's just on them. That's on them. That's all. I don't want to be a hypocrite, a hypocrite because that happened, but I didn't know. I was unconscious. I was unconscious, yes, and I received them services, but all that is an economy of jobs. That's all it is. I was doing a speech in front of 300 people, and the one of the head counselors at the place was telling me cut it short because I was giving it to the people straight. I was giving it to the people straight, and they didn't like it. They didn't like it. I taught a class in college called Speak with Confidence. They thought I couldn't. They thought I couldn't speak. They just thought I was a stupid doper with no education. I was smarter than them. I had higher degrees than them in their positions. It's an economy. That's a hustle. Hmm. Seems like the government runs the best hustles, huh? Now they run the casinos. Now they run the gambling. Now they're the loan sharks, the credit card companies. It seems like the government has taken over all the hustles now, huh? Yeah, government. They're worse than the gangsters. They're worse. What do we got? A half hour to 2025? I better plug this other thing in here so I don't lose power. Let's get that set up. I got to be more professional here because we're going to rock and roll in the year 2025. They turn me back on. Me and Mikey Scars, no more politics, buddy. No, I'm throwing his name around, right? I'm claiming that I'm claiming jumping his name. He's a cool dude, though. He's a cool dude. They got good stuff on there. That's a good dynamic they run there. I got to get a partner here on this couch. Maybe the Marilyn Monroe type, you know. I got to get a co-host. Maybe Sophia Loren. Wouldn't last 5 minutes. She was. I better keep my mouth shut. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. And who's on the rotten hell list for 2024? Who's on the rotten hell list? I shouldn't be going there. I'm supposed to be keeping this positive. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Mayorkas. He's the director of Homeland Security. That Mayorkas, that scrub. Everybody on CNN, so they're on that list. Everybody on CNN, everybody on The View, all that propaganda, legacy media, all just burn. Yeah, who else we got here? No, not Mike F. Not Mike F. Mike is slick. Mike is slick. Mike is very, very slick. He's slick, but he knows how to do his channel. He knows. Oh wow, Gavin. Whew, Gavin. Yeah, that's coming from a Californian right there. Thank you, Vincent Hernandez. Wow. Yeah, they're trying to they're going to try to run interference for the sanctuary states, and the new director Holman, he's going to go in there and clean house, and now these sanctuary well, Governor Hochul from New York, the only thing missing from her is the horns. New York State's finest, Governor Hochul. So, and Mayor Adams in New York City. I don't. They're going to kind of lay back because, in reality, great people. In reality, if you're allowing and you're obstructing to remove illegal criminals, well, that's obstruction of justice. That's obstruction of justice, and you could probably melt in 2 or 3 other federal crimes. So while these mayors and governors are woofing all that crap, they could be cuffed and stuffed. They're talking that crap right now, but once Trump gets in, he's going to get right to work with Holman, and California's first on the list, and it's a dead heat. California and New York and Texas. So get this country back in shape. They burned somebody else again on the subway. I mean, really, somebody else that was catch and release. What type of mayor or governor opposes getting these criminals out of our country? I mean, this is easy stuff. What kind of evil, demented person do you have to be to oppose deporting illegal criminals? What? Like the guy in Denver, the mayor of Denver, he's woofing stuff. Holman said personally, we'll see what happens when I get in office, Mr. Mayor. We'll see. You want to obstruct this? Well, get your toothbrush and underwear because you're going to go to prison. California, you want to do it? They will come and go get the governor's office. They will apprehend them and they'll put them and they'll send them away to jail. Chicago, they'll do it. Mayor Adams from New York City said he's going to comply. He's going to comply because he knows there's a new sheriff and all that silliness and tomfoolery, all that stuff is gone. All those Marxist socialists and demons, they're gone. They're gone. What they've done to New York City, what they've done to everywhere, what they've done to all these places. Party's over. Yeah. The cop walked by while she was burning. Yeah. No one helped. What is wrong with these people? Like I said in the other video, you're on a subway. There's a guy doing some crazy stuff. Now I'm 61 years old, but say there's another guy, 30 years old, 6'1", 220. Come on, bro, let's get him. Come on, let's jack this guy up. And does he have a gun? Does the perpetrator have a gun? Is everything just turned so fruity in America? Is everything so weak and limp-wristed? What they're emasculating? Everything's all you see on TV and sports and everything. They're just emasculating men. They're just trying to emasculate men. That's all you see in TV programming, basketball court. Well, the basketball, the NBA is done. That it's just a 3-point shooting contest. They're crippled. They turned everything upside down with all that woke and DEI. The refs, they got DEI refs. Oh, you're a girl or you're a female. Well, we'll put you in there. Oh, you're a black female. Oh, we got to cover that. We got to get all the tokens in. We got to get all the tokens in. And so that's why wherever you go, Yeah. Hey, we got Iron. Hey, Irish Jim. Irish Jim. Just tuned in. Thank you, Irish Jim. I got an international channel. Thank you. Happy New Year. It's probably 4 o'clock in the morning over there. Everything's good here. I'm keeping my channel going. I interact with the people, Irish Jim. I interact, you know. It's been a long road, but they turned my channel back on. So top of the morning to you, says Vincent Hernandez. People want to ask questions. I'm interactive here. I'm not a tough guy. I'm just. Shout out to Liz. It's her 60th birthday. Happy birthday, Liz. Happy birthday, Liz. All the way from Ireland. Cheers. Cheers. You could talk to me. I'm not a tough guy. I'm doing my channel right. I'm not swearing. I'm not doing anything bad anymore. I got good stories. So subscribe and we rock and roll. We rock and roll here. We rock and roll. That's all. And Happy New Year to a good friend, Robert B. Oh, God, you guys got a lot of class. I'm blessed because I got good friends. You only need one good friend. I think I only got one good friend besides you guys. You can value one guy over, Yeah. Happy New Year, Deb. I'm blessed. Oh, they froze my channel. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. They froze my channel. You watch a lot of the Mafia documentaries. I was just a runaround guy, Irish Jim. My godfather was a violent, dangerous person for the Colombos, but I was just a runaround guy. I wasn't made. NYC Crime Spot. Happy New Year to you. I thought you might show up tonight. Yeah. Happy New Year. Raise a glass of pomegranate wine and enjoy the night. That's an inside joke from NYC Crime Spot. Go check him out. He knows every inch and nook and cranny of New York. He knows it better than me. We got the pomegranate wine. It's got a nice bouquet, a nice Sauvignon. It's from the grapes from southern France. Sir Drums. Brett's in the house. Yeah. Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Happy New Year to you too. Man, that's nice. You got nice people around, from the Bronx. We got Ireland, we got Scotland, we got California, we got the North Pole, and we got the South Pole. Nah, quit lying. You never know, though. This is your show, your song. Like Elton John wrote your song. You know, I wasn't a made guy. I was a runaround guy that just did a lot of crazy stuff. My godfather did work for the Colombos and maybe a couple other families, but that was it. Lanza and Genovese. Vivian Mallory, how are you doing? Good top of the morning to you. It's the truth, sir. We like to have fun. They turned my channel back on. Fisherman's Wharf. All right. Vivian Mallory. No more politics. I already said enough about the rotten hell list. We're not gonna go over who needs to rot in hell because that's no good anymore. I gotta stay positive. Mike FRANCHEESE, let him do his thing. Sammy, they are who they are. I can't. I'm not the sheriff. Oh, you're full of baloney. Oh wow. Look at me. I'm home on New Year's. I'm on New Year's Eve. I'm home. But this is good enough for me. You get older, all my friends passed away. I don't speak bad about anybody. Right. That's good. I'm not doing that this year. Yeah. I'm not doing that this year. I'll just do the stories and that's that. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you, NYC. Thank you, Sir Drums. I like talking to the people. That what is that? Oh, that's Sir Drums. They got the hearts going for you. Look at that. The hearts, the hearts are flowing up. just being around that stuff. Well, that Mike, he sells everything. Mike, he's an entrepreneur. NYC Crime Spot. I try to hold my composure, but he kind of makes me laugh because he it's it's got good packaging, but go get a bottle of $5 wine and get lit up. You don't got to spend $60 on fancy wine. All it is packaging. All that wine is packaging. Who cares about a fancy package? That people drink wine, they want to get a buzz. Go get some Wild Irish Rose, $3.99. You'll get a buzz just the same. What the heck? Well, some people are wealthy. They could afford all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Well, it's got a nice bouquet and it's a Sauvignon from the southern vineyards of France. Yeah. Here's 150 for a bottle, Mike. Yeah, you ain't got enough money already. You ain't got enough money? You ain't got enough money already? Holy macaroni and cheese. I'm not worried about the price. I'm worried about the way the guy pours it for me. Oh my gosh. I gotta do it. Thank you, NYC Crime Spot. So Crime Spot says, I'm not worried about the price. I'm worried about the way the guy pours it for me. All right. Now I heard this personally and I was around, whatever. So Mike is selling the wine, right? I'm glad I interact with the people because I gotta keep this show going. We got a real big show tonight. Mike, the marketer that he is, he says, well, at the sit downs, we used to pour the wine and we used to tilt the bottle in a certain way, and that would keep everybody level headed. So Mike is selling his wine with Chaz, and his face is falling off. God forgive me. And poor Mike, he's saying we used to drink the wine at the sit downs, so it would keep everybody mellow. Mellow. They were drinking Jack Daniels on the rocks. They were drinking Black Velvet. They were drinking. You ain't drinking any wine at a sit down. You ain't drinking it. Brett, you got to pour it at a 45-degree angle. Otherwise, it won't bubble. You won't get a chemical reaction that might interfere with your wine experience. So, yeah. I never saw, I used to see meetings. I don't know if they were official sit down or this or that. I'm not privy to that. But you could drink a Pepsi, or some of them used to like that black B&V. I don't know. A lot of the old Italians, just Italians, not gangsters, but just Italians would like that BV, stuff like that. Just Italians. Ain't nobody was drinking any wine. NYC Crime Spot. Yeah, it calmed everybody down at the sit down. It might have calmed you down because everybody wanted, because you were supposed to be handing out packages, Yeah, he said that pouring it in sooner dictates how you feel about the guy, like 2 inches this way and this. What? Mike said that pouring the wine in a certain way dictates how you feel about that guy. Like if it's 2 inches this way, it means this. Or if it's 2 inches that way, it's no good. So if you jump there and go, here, Vinny, Vinny said, wow. Vinny told himself, I don't like the way he poured that. Am I gonna get smashed? He's good. He's good. He's good. I forgot about that part. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I heard him say 45-degree angle, Brett. Yeah, I actually heard somewhere when he was doing the cruise thing or something, selling the tickets to the cruise. I mean, he's a good hustler. Some guys were drinking. There was guys that drank draft beer, but they liked when I would work some of the games, they would have the whiskey bottles. They'd have hard liquor. They'd have hard liquor. And some of these guys could drink and they'd be immune to it. They'd get immune. Some would get a little sloshed out, but some of them had a high resistance to it, you know. So some of them could even qualify as being alcoholic, you know, but that's the way it goes. What's going on? I'm not trying to be a smart. When I came, first thought you was Martin Scorsese for a second. Who, me? Martin Scorsese? I wish I had some of his money. I wrote a book that could be a movie, though. I wrote a book. It could be a movie. It could be 3 movies. I'm a good writer, too. There's a link in the description. Don't start begging, the truth, sir. Don't start begging. I'm not some retired rich gangster. No. Don't let the suit fool you. I'm wearing gym shorts under here, okay? Don't let this fool you, okay? I'm wearing gym shorts under here. All right. Thank you guys for keeping me company and keep the channel going. And yeah, we got a lot of crazy stuff that happened. Running around. Joe's book is good. Read it, buy it, and hit the like button. Yeah, thank you, Joel Gold. You're the one guy that read it. You're the one guy that ordered it. Thank you, Joel. You're the one guy. All right. I got to go before the ball drop. Thank you, Brett. Be safe, buddy. Be safe. Be safe. Thank you. God bless you and your family. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. He's a classy guy. Yeah. Thank you, NYC. Brett's a good guy. Brett's a good guy. So, yeah, I really appreciate good faith. You know, I don't want to get wishy-washy and stuff like that. But when you get older, most of your friends have gone, you know, it's different interaction. It's all different interaction. Gym shorts, that's funny. Yoga pants. Oh, wow. What is it? 9 minutes to post time? Wow. No wonder Brett's. What do we got going on over here?
Where will you be when midnight hits, you ask? Looking for someone to kiss? Struggling to open a champagne bottle? Or will you be holding space for the lyrics of
Times Square. Times Square. Holy cow. Holy cow. Yeah, you gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. You know. You gotta have fun. I'm gonna keep a PG channel from now on. PG channel. I'm not gonna get censored. I'm just gonna keep it, tell my stories, hang out with the people, and that's that. I'll be a good boy. I'll be a good boy. You know. That's my mother. My mother was a single mother of 5, God rest her soul. She raised us to be good. You know, I don't want to act like that. I better grow up. And I got degrees in psychology, you know, therapist and all that, you know, and I don't practice it because we're only human, you know. I'm not bipolar. I'm like quadpolar. So I can't be quadpolar, you know. Get crazy about stupid things and all that. I'm happy I got up. I was watching Times Square on the Fire Stick. Oh, all right. Yeah. 2025, a quarter century. It's going to be a good year. Yeah. My family is from Samos, Greece, so my mom was the same way. All right, Vivian. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. I'm a mama's boy. I'm not a tough guy. No. Yeah, I'm not, you know, no. Let me see. Greece. I like the Greek food. I like any kind of food right now. Better than eating these bologna sandwiches and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Boy, inflation is tough. Greece. Can I ask you what? I'm not a mob expert. Can I ask you a question? Damien Omen, what makes you a mob expert? I'm not. I'm not a mob expert at all. RJ and RJ is a mob expert. RJ, Jeff Nadeau knows a lot of history on the mob, journalistically speaking. You know, I'm not a mob expert. Yeah. A little bit of everyone has been around these men. Yeah. Oh, is that true, Robert? Ah, well. That's what happens because he was under pressure. What can you do? Very businesslike and respectful. A little bit has been around all these men. Yeah. Well, see, there's like Jeff. No disrespect to Jeff, but he looks up things through historical information, through Googling things and all that. I'm not trying to say anything bad, but so he's getting that secondary information. A lot of that could be just what was Googled, what the FBI put in the historical data on 302. So all I was saying to him was some of that stuff can be unreliable. That information could be unreliable. That's all I was saying about him. You can't hang your hat on everything that you Google because it's just the way it is. I mean, take it however you want. I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, that's easy enough to understand? But he does his thing good. He does his stuff. He does his thing. He's got knowledge. He's got the generic knowledge on the families and everything. But he's never been around the mafia. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to put him down. It's not a badge of honor to be around the mafia. It screwed me up. It's not a badge of honor, right. It's not a badge of honor, like, oh, well, this and that. It was terrible, terrible, you know. But I'm just saying that, I mean, that's his lane. He does that in that lane, I'm not going to police him on something. Whatever he does, he does. Whoever he gets on his channel, that's who he gets. Whoever I get on my channel, that's who I get. So I'm not going to get caught up in all of that stuff. That's all. Haters and churs, well, rock and roll. Do what you want. That's all. People ain't got anything better to do than troll. Well, I'll say a prayer for them, okay? Yeah. It's better to be happy. It's better to feel happy and laugh than all that crazy stuff, So we got 2 minutes, huh? We got 2 minutes. RB's in the house. Who's that guy doing that? The guy from he's been doing it all. He's been doing it a long time.
Almost there, getting ready in Times Square and joining me for the count.
Who the hell's that guy? I got brain damage. You think I can remember captains of the Genovese and Lucchese? I can't even remember the guy that's hosting the New Year's show. You're probably a rat too, Vinny. Everybody's got their different feelings on rats and all that. Whatever they want to do, When they change the RICO, okay, here comes the countdown. Here comes the countdown, folks.
Get near someone you love. It's time to count it down. We're inside. 50 seconds now. There's a beautiful shot of the drones count.
45 seconds.
Over the skyline of Manhattan. This is what they've been waiting for all night long. They got here early in the day. They through the rain at Florida times, but now the clock coming down. As we are 30 seconds.
30.
New Year. It's about to rain confetti in 20 seconds.
2025.
A
1 million people in Times Square. Holy cow, 1 million people. 10, 9, 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Jesus. Made it another year. Happy New Year, all you good people. Yeah. Look at the fireworks. Ryan Seacrest. He's been doing it a long time now. Took over for Dick Clark. They got 1 million people over there. Wow. 1 million. What a fireworks display. Holy cow. Wow. Happy New Year, Irish Jim. Happy New Year, all you good people in here. Keep me company. Happy New Year. We got a ton of stories coming. You know, I gotta quit smoking. New Year's resolution. I just put it out. Well, I could finish this one, okay? They're still going. Let me refresh in my coffee because we're gonna do a marathon. We're gonna do a marathon. Yeah, let me get my coffee set back up. Let me get my coffee set back up. We're gonna go get straightened out here. Get my Happy New Year's out. Don't you know I'm doing a show? Just kidding. Sorry, folks. I'll be right back. Let me get my coffee. $2025. How long will everybody's New Year's resolutions last? Kathy, Debbie, Robert, thank you. I love y'all. We're going to keep this show on the road. We got a real big show tonight. We got a real big show. Coming all the way from England, the Beatles. Look at the fireworks are still going. Yeah. I have a resolution to try to freaking get out of the house a little more. Jeez. I don't have a car anymore. Whew. All right. All right. Here's a toast to everybody. Have a safe and blessed 2025 and be the kings and queens of your world. That's all. Be the kings and queens of your world. We're from divine, we got divine DNA. You know, you never know what you're going to get here. I could give you a science lesson, psychology. You could get anything here. Cheers, everybody. So, yeah, a lot of people didn't make it through 2020. The Beatles from Liverpool. The fireworks are still going on in Times Square. Holy cow. I thought New York City was broke with all those illegals. Well, they got enough in the budget, huh? They got a couple dollars left. Well, I still got a few packs left. Yeah. R.I.P. Vivian. The Beatles. They made their debut on the Ed Sullivan Show. Mm-hmm. Good. I think I covered everybody here. It's tough to keep up. I have a better Song Sopranos theme tune at the start. Woke up this morning. Wake up. Yeah. I'm dating myself. Oh, I'm dating myself? Nice to meet you. Yeah. The Honeymooners, Ralph Cramden. Oh, man. They don't have anything on TV anymore. All the programming now is all fruity pied out. There's no programming on anymore. Everything turned crazy. Is that what my elders used to say when I was 30? Was that what my elders used to say? The world's gone crazy? Is that what they used to say? Look, the fireworks are still going. Holy cow. Holy cow. Well, we made it. 2025. So maybe if you could stick to some goals that you've done personally, professionally, and maybe you can get there. Maybe if you can keep in the game, they censored me out. I stayed in the game. You know, you got to keep forcing. The world will come at you. The world is a vampire. It wants blood. But no, we got to put some spiritual armor up and we could get to where we're going. I'm going to get to 5,000 subscribers in 2025. I'm going to get to 5,000 subscribers in 2025. Yeah. No more shines, Billy. No more. Thank you, Vivian. B. Jeffries in the house. Happy New Year. No more shining shoes. No more working any more card games. I wish I was working those card games. I have a couple dollars. John Olay, how you been, man? Happy New Year. You could catch me late night. I'm the hardest working YouTuber out there. You catch me late night. I'm all plugged in now. I'm not going to run out of juice. I got the electric plugged in now. So, hey, we're going to keep rolling. Hit the like button and, the notification bell. This way, I got to start being on my game. I was good in marketing and, stuff. So I got to be more strategic. So I'm going to do the notifications. I'm going to put in the morning when I'm going to do a video, I'm going to put the notification up for it so I could give people a heads up. They're not going to be 10 o'clock in the morning, so half of the planet misses out on it. So they'll be in the evening so I could catch the time zones the best I can. So that's my new strategy. I'm going to, schedule them up there, and then people can, if they hit the notification, they'll know I'm coming on at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and then we could all hang out, Yeah. The best line in Goodfellas was, "Now go get your shine box." David BMX, you've been in this car from day one. Happy New Year, my good friend. God bless everybody and their family, okay? You mother. Yeah. So, so I'm going to be on top of that because they turned my channel back on. So, those that hit that the notification bell, they'll know I'm coming on. We could come in, rock and roll, and my show's always, no matter what I do, it's always interaction with the people. I'm a people's person. And if I'm elected, I promise to lower taxes. All right. Arian Brossman, how you been? How you been? RB's in the house. God bless him and his family. What a classy, good-looking guy. Good people out there. Good people. So that's it for the Rockin' Eve. That's it. What else did I have on here? Where's my producer? Where's my director? You know, I just got to keep going. Oh, you know what the CEO of Fox News did? This is off topic. This CEO for Fox threatened Tom Brady. You know Tom Brady. Stop insulting the referees during the football games. The Hall of Fame greatest. They're trying to come down on Tom Brady for you know, the NBA refs stink. The NFL refs stink. They're DEI hires. They've ruined professional sports. They've ruined it. They ruined it. They crippled it. It's only 9 o'clock there, huh? Gotta love Tom Brady. Yeah, he's a great reporter. He's a great. He's got great insight on the game. So he's talking about the bad calls from the refs, and the lady official from the NFL is like, "Oh, quit bashing the refs." He bought a piece of the Raiders. Vivian, he should probably suit up because he's probably still got 3 more years in him. Then LeBron James gets up there and says, I think I could play another 7 to 10 years because the new NBA isn't even physical. Michael Jordan could come in and play at 61 years old. Michael Jordan could play in the NBA, just hit jump shots. LeBron James, I think I could play another 7 to 10 years. You're playing on, the game has changed. The game has changed. And he's always on load management. They take games off. And all that. You know. The Raiders are trash, somebody said. Uh-oh. Get some feuds going here. Get some feuds. Yeah, they want to, the Fox executives want to talk smack about Tom Brady. Yeah, okay. They got DEI refs in there. They got refs in there, just like the NBA. Oh, then they made a bad call on the Golden State Warriors. The worst call. There's and he got up there. You know, the coach for the Golden State Warriors. He used to play for the Bulls. My mind is shot. I tell you, I got a brain injury. They fined him $50,000. They fined him $50,000. It was another bad call from an NBA ref, and they gave the guy 2 free throws with no time left on the clock, and they won the game on what should have been a regular jump ball. So he got up there and vented that all the NBA is garbage, the refs are garbage, and they fined him $50,000. As well as a whole list of other coaches. Some other coaches that got fined $30,000, $25,000. The guy for the Minnesota Timberwolves, there was another suspect call. They fined him $50,000. That Anthony, what's his name? Anthony Edwards. You know, Bush League, NBA, NFL, Bush League. Everything's changed. It ain't like it used to be. It ain't. It's a 3-point contest. They don't have anybody posting up in the middle. Yeah. You know, they corrupted everything. They corrupted everything. And they kicked the one guy out. I think he was playing a few years back. I think he was on the Lakers or Golden State. He was an old-time veteran. He bet on himself, and they lifetime banned him. What? Whoever those commissioners are, they're whacked out. He looks like an alien, the NBA. He looks like an alien. They're whacked. They're whacked. Then they try to politicize the game. That's the first mistake they went with all that woke stuff and politicizing professional sports. Like, we want to see the politics, whacked out politics that most fans don't agree with, and we want to see that on the jerseys and on the floors of the football fields and the NBA courts. Like, us fans want to see that very politicized stuff. They ruin their product. They ruin their product, as well as another checklist of 5 other things that crippled their game. Even Popovich for the San Antonio Spurs. He's so mad that Donald Trump got elected. He's shot. He's shot. He's shot. We don't need to hear your politics. Just go be a coach, bro. Yeah. I gamble for over 50 years. Most games are fixed. Well, I did a video. Hey, James Rockford. I did a video on them guys in the Columbos and how they had athletes and how they were fixing games and how they had people in Las Vegas betting, you know. Crazy. But yeah, Popovich, he needs to pick his face some more, Vinny Hernandez. Vegas and Reno. Yeah, so they started monitoring the action in Vegas and to see what suspicious activity was going on small market teams. Lee Montoya, Happy New Year to you, Lee. We got Utah in the house now. Maybe we could fill up every state. Well, no, I'll be here till next week. Yep. Happy New Year. Thanks for jumping in. I'm going to be on to the last man standing. So go get yourself a coffee. And, it's not, what do you got, another hour? Lee, what time is it there? You got another hour? Is that mountain time? Is that the good old mountain time? Tommy Stiggs, Happy New Year. So we got Jersey now. 2.5 left. I have 2.5 left. How you been, Tommy Stiggs? Social Club? Yeah, I'm the hardest working man on YouTube, you know. They froze me out, Tommy. They froze me out for a while. But I'm not talking politics anymore, Tommy. I'm not talking I'm not going there anymore. They froze me out, you know. John Panisi. Jose, how you been, man? Welcome, everybody. It's the Truth Serum. We're just having some fun. Talk to the people, interact. I'll tell stories this week. We'll get down in some stories and see about those crazy old days and stuff, you know. I'm not bashing anybody's channels. I'm just going to do what I do, leave all that negativity behind. My channel is on now. We're going to just, wherever it goes, it goes. Yeah. Vivian, I was talking about politics. Yeah. I was talking politics and boom, bang, boom, bang, boom. I'm even afraid to say the word politics. I'm afraid to utter the word politics. Yeah. Political talk. Yeah, they hit you for that. Yeah. There's Italian social clubs that are left, you know, but the ones I don't know. I'm sure there's some, you know, they have the Polish clubs, the Irish clubs, the Italian clubs, but you can go get, if you're a member, pay your membership to the old historical clubs, you know, but I don't know about any crime activity. Yeah, we have a few left around here. Yeah. Oh, New York. Yeah. See that's where it'd be nice, you know. That's nice. And at a lot of the clubs, they have the lunch special. You could eat like a king for $6, and they have, if you're a membership or you know somebody that's a member. But where I used to hang, it was a bar and restaurant, and then it was part of a network of a gambling ring. It was a gambling ring, and it was a good network. It was a good network, and that was a public establishment. It was a public establishment. Yeah, Chicago, huh? We don't want to talk about Chicago and what's going on there. No more of that. Andy, how you doing? West Virginia. We got Andy in here. I better start writing these states down. We got half the country already in here. We're gonna go to the end. Yeah, I've done everybody that's new here. My godfather did a lot of work for the Colombo family, New York. The Colombo crime family had one of the biggest gambling networks. The Eastern Seaboard, its tentacles stretched out westward and even northward. I used to deliver the bread and milk here or there. And, a lot, I've told the stories before, but anybody that's new here, I used to deliver the bread and milk. And, it was dangerous, but, and my godfather did work. He was an enforcer, a freelance enforcer for the Colombos mostly, but other families too. A lot of stories there. Not much Colombo in the North Jersey area. Well, Tommy, people want to say, now, I don't know for sure because I'm not Johnny on the spot, but I don't know what hustle, if the Mafia is still alive today, I don't know what their hustle would be. High-tech crimes, mortgage crimes, title crime. I don't know what the racket would be. If you had to get drugs, just go to your doctor. He'll write you drugs. If you want to gamble, you could gamble anywhere. I don't know what the Mafia hustle would be today. I don't know. The government took over the hustles. I don't know what the mob's hustle would be. I know there's a couple of guys, they don't go bet online and they don't do things like that. There might be a high-end bookie that only takes big bets. He's got a starting 5, a starting 10 roster, and they just deal between themselves, very limited customers, and they just do that on that level. But I don't know what the Mafia's hustle would be. Well, the families are still. Well, what are these families? What are the Colombos doing in New York? What are what are they making money on? What are they making? I don't know. What are they making money on? Oh, well, people know who the boss of the Lucchese family. Well, what are they doing? What's their enterprise? What's their enterprise? I don't know what the hustle is. Then you got to have a crew. You got to have soldiers. Well, you got to pay them. Where's all that revenue coming from? I don't know. I'm not there. I'm just asking. I don't know. Colombo had a channel. He's not even on it anymore. The kid from Colombo's kid, he's not even on his YouTube channel anymore. Tommy Stiggs, Social Club. Not today, not much at all, but historically there wasn't a big Colombo presence here. Well, when it got, they put everybody away. There was so much paranoia going on. Everybody was cooperating, and it was just turned into a big mess. It turned into a rodeo. But I don't know what their revenue would be. I don't know. I don't know what rackets there would be. Loan sharking? Yeah. See if you could trust somebody trust somebody, loan somebody these days a big amount of money. Yeah. Who wants to be a loan shark today? Yeah. 15 minutes from me is Mulberry Street, and there was every one over there. Yeah. Wheeling, VA. You're down, Andy. You're down where Joel Goat is. The Blue Ridge Mountains. Hey, what about them feral people? I've been looking on YouTube and they got that Appalachian Trail where people go missing and there's feral people and all that crazy stuff. What the heck? What's going on with all that? I'll never walk that. Well, I'll walk it during the daytime or something, but it'd be a good thing, exercise and all that stuff. It's haunted, Vivian. It's haunted. Today it's dead. You got to be nuts to get involved. In my days before I took a pinch, it was the good times. My run, 1998. Yeah, Tommy. There, I talked about stressful times and things like that, but it was fun. I was naive. And but go to the racetrack, and the guys used to take care of me. I used to give them rides, so we'd go to the track and they'd put up a bankroll and say, okay, we'll split it. Whatever we make, we'll split it. There was fun times. But a lot of times the guys were so sensitive. They were sensitive. Yeah. They say think twice before you talk. You got to think 6 times before you say something. And I wasn't a made guy. And then Tommy knows. So if you're not made, then you have to be introduced. There's a formality to it. But when we're just hanging out at the club and all that kind of stuff, and I'm running around, they're getting sloshed, they're playing poker, I'm a little errand boy. That's loose. But if you're at a gathering and things like that, there's a formality where I'm not made. So the old man, he got to say, this is my boy Joe. And then you introduce, there's a formality to it because I wasn't made. Joe, Tommy knows. Tommy Stiggs knows. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Andy. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining in. God bless you and your family. 2025 is going to be good. And it's 2025, and I got 25 people in here. A-Light was all over the planet. John A-Light, Lee Montoya. He was all over the planet. Now, Sammy the Bull Gravano, Christy Mazzagatti. What's the first thing when you hear the show name? Mazzagatti. What's the first thing? Associate is the best position to have to be a good, to earn, be smart. You can do well. Tommy, all of those guys over there were like all degenerate gamblers. I hate to say it, but the guys, they just, they weren't looking for a 401. A couple guys had good accountants and good lawyers that they could turn their money. They could clean their money. And have good businesses and property management. Some people did it the right way. I say 40%, if that. But boy, I mean, a lot of them were just degenerate gamblers. And it was then I was delivering the bread and milk. They were trying to hijack me, and it was like it was no good. I'm not built for that stuff. I'm not built. No, I'm not built for that. Tommy, yes, it's brutal dealing with the degenerate gamblers on a daily basis, but that's the grind. Yeah, I mean, then a lot of them went to jail, and then the old man tried to help out the best because if he don't help them, they're gonna rat. It's tough. I mean, people are critical about MobTube and people that rat and everything else. It's easy to be an armchair quarterback about when the RICO Act came, and that changed everything, ladies and gentlemen. RICO Act came, so you could just speak to somebody, and that's conspiracy, and you could go do 10 years, 15 years. So everything changed. It was like, you better rat before somebody rats on you. Now they call somebody in, and now everybody's shaking in their boots. So everybody's paranoid. So the mentality changed. Well, nobody, I mean, well, you're just supposed to not cooperate and you're just supposed to not do this and that. Well, that's easy for people to say. That's easy for people to say. But these guys are 28 years old. They got a wife. They got 2 kids in first grade and second grade. And now they're looking at 15 years. And if they do cooperate, there's a chance that they can still get ratted on thereafter. So it's just too much of a mental hopscotch. It's too much of mental hopscotch. That's all. Nice to catch. Be consistent with make thumbnails. Yeah, that's what I got to do, Tommy. They turned me back on. And hit topic. Go slow and say, thank you, Tommy. God bless you and your family. I appreciate that. We're all just trying to make it through this world. That's all. Man, I had ulcers back in that day. Holy cow. I had ulcers. I wasn't eating. I was freaking paranoid. I didn't realize what, I thought my godfather could protect me. And then he finally told me, listen, Jojo, I'm in New York. You're in Western New York. I can't protect you around the clock. You better just get the hell going, Jojo. Get going. I made a couple mistakes. You're making me look bad, Jojo. You're making me look bad. He's doing some other things that I don't even, he's doing other responsibilities. He ain't got time to babysit me. So he's like, just go on about your way. That's it. You're not built for that kind of stuff. You're not built for that. I was educated in school and everything. Well, go. But it was greed. They were greed. Just greed. It would be like, geez, I'd have to work 2 months on a regular job. I'd have to work 2 or 3 months to just to do this hustle I had. It was just like, wow. And tomfoolery. So, yeah. Thanks, Tommy. Thank you, Andy. A lot of crazy folks in West Virginia. Mother Nature's real nice, Andy. Mother Nature. Yeah. I'm an author trying to sell books. Retired. I do YouTube. That's all I got. This is my only source of revenue. This is it for me. I got it. It's this or nothing. Bologna sandwiches. That's it. That's it. They dead missed. It's I think it's $8. Look at that's me. My book is a memoir of all the times the angel saved me. The angel saved me from health problems when I was younger. The angel saved me from the mob. The angels in divine intervention saved me many times. Thank you, Vivian. Divine intervention spared me many, many times. Yeah. So now every day's gravy. Hey, if God gives me bologna, I'll accept it. If God gives me steak, I'll accept it. It's just good to be, make it another year, 2025. That's all. You people are younger. Keep your head on straight. We're emotional creatures. And yes, the world will try to smash you out here or there. Stay level-headed. If you got spouses, communication is the key. I used to do couples therapy a long time ago. And when couples just don't communicate, oh, you're older than me, Vivian. Probably by about 2 years. You're older by me. I'm 61. So yeah, that's all. There's enough in the world. Yeah, you're not telling. At this point, who cares anymore? I'm just kidding. There's enough in the world to politics will get you aggravated. Certain things, yes, we're emotional creatures, but we have to still have awareness. And let's be happy for what we have. The guardian angels saved me a million times, my angels. Thank God I could eat bologna. Thank God. Give me the bologna. Give me it. I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. I'm fine. But we got to keep people have spouses, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriages. You got to communicate. You got to communicate. You know, and there's an epidemic of gold digging women out there that's going on. There's no values. There's some good women and men out there, but a lot of trickery and stuff is going on where, you know, so we got to be aware. That's all. We got to be aware. Be happy. Be happy for what we got. Oh, okay, Vivian. Sorry to hear that. Lee, I was a runaround guy. I used to just run around and deliver. I used to work the card games and I would run errands and do stuff like that, part of a gambling ring. I would run errands in the northeast sector. And that's all. I wasn't a made guy, but it was too dangerous. Yeah. Thank you, Benny Blanco from Bronx. You got the Jack Daniels going, Benny Blanco from the Bronx. You got the JD going. Oh, they used to drink that Jack Daniels and what is that? Black Velvet BV? Black Velvet. That's what the mob drank. Don't listen to Mike Francis. They didn't drink wine. The gangsters didn't drink wine. Don't listen to Mike Francis. We used to drink wine and it used to calm the people's nerves. Come on, Mike. Enough's enough. Okay? Enough of that. Enough of that tomfoolery. Yeah. Morgan Spice rum. Years ago, when I would have a drink, I used to drink the they used to have I used to like the rum and coke. I wasn't a big drinker, but they would sometimes you're around these wise guys. If you don't have a drink with them, they think it's disrespectful. They knew I didn't drink, you know, but I would do the rum and coke, and then they came out with the spice rum, Captain Morgan spice rum. They drank the Jack Daniels, the Benny Blanco. They like that. And then they used to drink the 7-7, you know. So a lot of the women like the 7-7, you know, the whoever was hanging out. 7-7. Yeah. Seagram's and water. I gotta get a good alcohol buzz on one of these days. What the hell? You know. Benny, cheers. Happy you had a nice 6-pack and some spliffs. Yeah, I smoked herb. I smoked herb for the first time in a lot of years. I used to distribute tons of it back in the day. Back in the day, I had the mad scientists before they had it. Yeah, the herb. In New York City, they used to have warehouses full of it. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I hadn't smoked the herb and, you know, sit home and get high by myself and look at the walls. Like, what am I going to spaz out? I'll be in a straitjacket, sit home by myself and smoke herb. They might commit me to the nut house. I'm already, you know. Years ago, though, I had a scientist and a botanist, and we were on the cutting edge of hydroponics. Yeah, hydroponics was. We had the mad scientist. We used to call it the mad scientist. We had a bud that was on the cover of High Times. It was from a seed, a Scandinavian seed or a Norwegian seed, a strain of seed that was called Amanda. And they knew how to do it. They knew how to clone. They knew how to clone and do all the hydroponics and stuff. But it was wheelchair herb. You only take one hit, don't have any responsibilities. You got to play Bob Marley. We're jamming. Wouldn't you want to jam? Mm. The Jamaicans on the west side, boy, they moved a lot of herb a million years ago. They moved a lot of herb. I moved a lot of herb. And then they accosted me. And wanted to take over my area. Them Jamaicans, they seem like they're just a lot of them are happy-go-lucky and everything like that, but there are some treacherous Jamaicans out there too. Anybody could be treacherous. Any type of nationality or race, anybody could be very, very dangerous. I had a friend in school, Jamaican friend in school and in college, and his name was Julius Long, and he knew what I was doing, my area, and then he changed his name, and I said, "How you doing, Julius?" And he said, "Nah, man, my name's Kali Raj." I said, "Yeah, well, what's all this?" And then they were trying to take over the area, and that I was because I had all these apartment buildings. I had a monopoly, and then I couldn't go up against them. I just said, go ahead and do it. We made a deal. I said, can't fight these guys over that turf. Can't fight them. But I met a lot of nice Jamaicans at the off-track betting. Nice, good people. Good Jamaicans at off. But yeah, when it's time to leave, you got to leave. That's all there is to it. I didn't have no backup gang with me. So when it's time to hit the road, and I did good at it. I mean, I did good. And whatever money I made back then, I put it to good use. I put it to good use. That I lived pretty good for those formidable years. I lived pretty good for those formidable years, but I have a daughter, and so thank God I did that right. I love you, Nikki. Happy New Year, Nikki. So my daughter still says, "I love you, Daddy." I'm the richest man in the world. That's all. Yeah, my daughter got me that. My daughter got me those flowers. She works overseas, and I'm the richest man in the world. So what else we got here? We got a real big show. Yep. I don't know, Packaging Depot, how many cigarettes you gonna smoke so far in this live? I gotta stop. Well, it's New Year's resolution. Maybe after tonight I'm gonna stop. Well, I got 4 packs left. They're expensive. I don't want them to go to waste. Excuses. Where you from, Packaging Depot? Are you from America, or are you from somewhere else? What else we got going on here? I hear you. Yeah. You don't like the cigarettes, Depot? Get out of here. How about that? All right. My manager just told me, get the hell out of here. All right. Oh, all right. They still got the Rockin' Eve on. Holy cow. We're pushing 2 hours over here, folks. We're pushing it on. You smoke more than me? Well, during the day, I try to space it out. Maybe I get nervous when I do these videos. Maybe it's a nervous reaction. Jose Segala, have you tried vaping? When I got out of the hospital and I was in that inpatient, that's when the vaping came out, because you couldn't smoke cigarettes, but you could vape. in the house, they were taking gigantic hits off of the vape, and they were blowing all these clouds. Like they were having contests who could blow out the biggest clouds, like cumulus nimbus clouds, and they'd blow out these gigantic. And I'm thinking, what kind of tar is in there? You know, now you vape more than you smoke cigarettes. I am gonna when these are gone, I'm done. I'm gonna just try to go down to like 5 smokes a day. I can't keep this up. I can't keep it up. I'm an old man. I can't keep this up. It's no good. It's no good. It's my only vice. It's my only vice. But you know, I used to work those card games with the wise guys. The cigar smoke. Holy cow! The cigar smoke would melt into your skin. You couldn't even take a shower to get that cigar smoke off of you when they're playing those card games. The freaking cigars are this big around. Oh man, you'd have to freaking fan the smoke out of some of those card games that they were doing over there. Every single person was smoking in the card game, and half of them were smoking cigars. Back then, I didn't smoke. I took up smoking later on, like a smuck. I took up smoking later on. Stupid. Stupid. Yeah. Tony Salerno. Does Joey Merlino still smoke? He was supposed to quit. I don't know. Cuban cigars. I think Mike FRANCHEESE is selling Cuban cigars. $50 for some tobacco they picked up off the floor. I don't know. Cuban. Yeah, well, back then they used to have the $10 cigar. I think they had what the hell was it? It would still have the wrapper on it. They used to puff, you know. My Uncle Tony chain smoked Lucky Strikes. He lived to 90 something years old. But smoking game, filthy habit. Filthy habit. Yeah. Well, by the time I left the club or whatever, I might as well have smoked, breathing all that secondhand stuff in there. It was. So, wow, we're almost at 2 hours. Holy cow. Whew. It's going to be a good year, folks. It's going to be a good year. Just like any other day, though, we mark it by incremental time. But if there's ever a time to be more aware of your goals, look in reflection, are there some things that we could do better at? I'm not going to swear on my channel anymore. I'm just going to do my stories, and that's it. Lefty Ruggiero smoked 4 packs of English ovals a day. Oh my gosh. Woo. Iron lungs. Iron lungs. I used to go to Vegas with an old Italian guy on the planes. You could smoke on the airplanes back then. And he used to fill the whole cabin of the airplane up with the cigars. And all of the old ladies, they'd be hollering, what the hell? He would chain smoke the cigars all the way to Vegas. All he brung was cigars and money. Donnie Brasco. I don't think everything you see about Donnie Brasco, that's just my opinion, is the true historical record of that. I don't think it's the true. historical record. I'm not going to elaborate on any of that stuff because I might not know. I'm just saying, there's so many roadblocks and red alerts that, oh, I'm a good safe cracker. Yeah. Come infiltrate. Yeah. Yeah, things are possible. These gangsters made so many mistakes. They made so many mistakes. Thank you, Lee. Who looks young? Me? 61, huh? It took him 6 months to meet Lefty. Then you hear the recordings of the tapes, and a soldier could have smelled that out. When you hear all the recordings from Donnie Brasco and all that, a soldier, and how he's smoozing him. How he's smoozing him. A higher end guy is that broke. Yeah, he's a degenerate, whatever, but I don't know. Anything's possible, but I don't believe the historical account at all. Yeah, they a happenstance meeting in a bar, and he's trying to talk. I've been in them situations. 99.9% of the time, you hear a guy talking like that, you're not gonna invite him in. You're not gonna invite some guy in that you absolutely have no history about. And believe me, the mobsters could do background checks on people and all this and that. But if it came up a blank, it was too many question marks, unless they were just suckers and they let Donnie Brasco do that. But 99.9% of the real mafia, what that guy coming in and rubbing elbows at a club or something, and now, the guy's going to give up everything to the guy because he's going to come up with 50,000 and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. Oh, well, Lefty was a degenerate guy. They had ways to get money. I don't understand it. Maybe the historical account is true, but I don't believe any of it. I don't believe any of it. If he was around the ones I was around, the people I knew, he would have got smashed. Yeah. Thank you, Lee. He would have got smashed. The first invasive kind of dialogue, the first type of invasive dialogue for a gangster to show his hand, where you know nothing about the guy. Oh, well, it's Donnie. He comes in and orders a gin and tonic, and he's got some money sitting somewhere. Well, let's get involved with him. A guy like Lefty that made it to that rank, he should have seen 40 Donnie Brascos by the time he reached that level in the mob. You could see them rats a mile away. You could see them rats. I don't understand it. I don't understand any of that. I don't understand it. He's a bum. He would have went to some of those other ones. They targeted Lefty because they had him surveilled. They know he was in trouble with the guy. I can't think of the guy. His superior. He was in trouble with the superior, My secret is a pack of smokes a day and 6 cups of coffee. So I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of the guy's name. The guy that was over Lefty. I can't think. My brain is shot. None of that made any sense to me. Well, they had them wired, so they were listening. So they had a little in because they were saying everything on the phone. So they knew the government knew how they can attack his vulnerability. So they knew how they could attack that desperate financial vulnerability. But that still shouldn't matter. That still shouldn't matter. No, I don't understand it, but don't make sense to me. Guys come talking that smack in the clubs I was around or the people I was around, they wouldn't have bought bit for that. And there were desperate guys. There were desperate guys in trouble financially, owing all these debts to the mob, crew members. They wouldn't bite for that. And they were in serious trouble. 99.9 of Mafia people wouldn't have fell for a Donnie Brasco. No. Usually it's just regular people that rat in your crews, you know. An outsider to infiltrate like that, there's a lot that didn't make Hollywood scream. There's a lot that didn't make the Hollywood scream. That's all. That's my opinion on it. I'm not an expert on it. I wasn't there, but dope. The boss's niece was the barmaid. She been around gangsters forever. She's a barmaid. She could spot a Donnie Brasco just from being around. She could spot that. And a captain can't, huh? And a captain can't. I don't know. A captain can't, huh? Yeah. Don't make sense to me. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. But you hear those tapes? You hear the tapes how Donnie Brasco was talking? It had con game written all over it. He gave up everything but the kitchen sink. And didn't make no sense to me. Yeah, come on and have some Lee Montoya, Max Montoya, NFL player. Yeah. You think? But everybody's got their opinion on all of that. Mike the Knight, I paid to go to FRANCHEESE to a FRANCHEESE conversation. Mike the Knight, first of all, Happy New Year. Glad you're in here. I paid to go to a FRANCHEESE conversation thing to see what it was all about. Paid VIP to get a book signed, and you know what he did? He left a crew of people standing. He left a whole crew of people standing. Lost all respect for him. He's whack. I mean, he's whack. He's whack. That's all he does is got his hand out. He's got the Church of Mike. He's selling pizza out of vending machines, and it's all about money. Go do some charitable work. Joy Merlino gives away stuff. Do some charitable work. You know, I used to know a guy named Mike Knight. Mike the Knight. That's a good name. To each his own, but he's yeah. That's I don't know. He does all that marketing. He has a right to make money. And he was a chiseler way back when. But when he grabbed all that money, he knew he had to pay the other families. He was a smart chess player. Now he's a smart chess player. He's a smart chess player. He's smart. He's a smart chess player. You're making money on 4 other families' turf. But he was smart. He beat him to the punch, boom, 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 boom. And then he's leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Yeah, I'm going to California. Remember the Led Zeppelin song? I'm going to California. Well, yeah, boom. Build a fortress and just grab whatever you can. They tried to chisel me back in the day till my godfather had to straighten them chiselers out. Cheapskates. Called them out right in the street. Called them right out in the street. He had his own security. He was running his own little satellite business outside of the regular dealings of the Colombos. Outside of that, because he had money, he had his own little separate whatever his guys were. whatever they were. They didn't have to even be made men. They didn't even have to be made men. My godfather uh, uh, worked for that family. Probably saved him a few times. But he does his thing. He was selling that cruise for $10,000 a person, and then he didn't even hang out with the people. Allegedly, he didn't even hang out with the people. He sold that cruise, and then they have talks and all that, and he just good seller. He's a good seller. Hey, the guy was in the mob. He's a hustler. He's a hustler. He's a Hall of Fame hustler. But don't have the Church of Mike, and then when you're not doing charitable work. I mean, yeah, you know. I was in the whole solitary confinement, and the ceiling opened up and a rainbow appeared, and then the Bible appeared in my cell, and now yeah. He's better than a Jewish tax lawyer because he knows how to shelter with that tax, the Church of Mike, so he's got an automatic tax shelter. He's a tax genius. He's a tax genius. He's good. He's good. He does his show real good. He tells the stories. He don't get into any types of games. He got in a couple battles with Sammy the Bull Gravano, mob tube soap opera games, but he don't even play those games anymore. He just tells his good stories if he's still got any. If he's got any left. But that's what he does. That's what he does. People are suckers to spend that money. Well, they're suckers. That's all. They're suckers. But in the name of Jesus and things like that, don't involve God and Jesus when you're doing your hustles. You know, don't involve that. That's sacrilegious. Don't involve that. Have a couple of scruples while you're at it. You know. What else we got? Yeah, I mean, they all find guys. You know, spiritually speaking, on topics like that, everybody has their own beliefs and that kind of stuff. But, you know, I mean, he's a chess player. He's a Hall of Fame chess player. Boy, oh boy. He waited to start his channel until everybody was dead or doing life in prison. Yeah, okay. Well, we must remember that he speed ratted in front of the Senate committee hearings. We must remember that he speed ratted in front of Congress. You know. So, real smart. Real smart. He said nobody went to prison because of him cooperating. He said nobody went to prison behind him cooperating. But Norby Walters passed away. He would have went to prison. His intention was to put him in prison. So we're not going to unwrap all of that stuff. But I did a video. I put my phone up. I put a phone up. I did a video with his mother talking. Now I'm not going to do that this year and bash him and everything. Just check out my library of videos. Just check out if you're interested in that kind of stuff or not. But I'm just going to tell my old stories and that's it, wherever it goes, because I don't want to participate in all of that kind of mob soap opera stuff, all that, whatever, you know. Well, they say nobody went to jail, but you know, and defenses, you're never supposed to sit down. You're never supposed to sit down with the government, even if nothing comes from it. You're never supposed to sit down. That's Old school stuff. People do what they do. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I mean, Mikey Scars had to do what he had. Mikey Scars was in here earlier. Mikey Scars and his guy RJ. I don't know who's, you know, you get mob tube, soap opera. I mean, are so many people critical? Yeah, people are critical. They don't want to watch a guy that cooperated. But Mikey Scars and RJ, man, they got good stories. Gene Barillo is generally hated. Yeah. Well, he's just going off. He's always, he's got to stay in the soap opera game. All of a sudden he comes out and, he's talking about, Gene Barillo or Joey Merlino. They got to keep the soap opera going. They got to keep the soap opera going. I'm not going to play the soap opera game. I got good enough stories. I mean, they turned my channel back on. I'm not going to get into all that gibberish. There were a lot of guys like Gene running around. Like Gene looks big and mean on YouTube and everything. And I'm not trying to disrespect Gene, but there were 90% of the guys were running around with that attitude. I mean, it's just the demeanor. He could be a nice guy in person. He could still be a nice guy in person and have fun with, but on the mob soap opera, he's always portrayed to look like a maniac. That's mob soap opera. That's mob soap opera. When will these feuds ever end? When will they end? Tune in tomorrow and find out at 1:00. Will Gene respond to Joey after Gene called Joey this? And will Joey respond to Sammy after Sammy told him this? These guys are hustlers. They're hustlers keeping the soap opera game going. It's played out. Yeah. The Joey versus Barillo drama generates lots of views. I put Joey Merlino in my title and it'll get views. I put Gene Barillo in my title, it'll get views. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. It's coffee. Yeah. But I don't want to, I'm not going to get baited into all that. I got a small channel anyways. I'm not even big enough for them to bash. I'm not even big enough for them. They could do their thing and all that, but wherever my thing goes, it goes because what the heck? I was on that Mike bash. Yeah, big deal. Mike's got 1 million subscribers. I got a ham sandwich. I'm trying to put his name in the title. It got old. Let me just tell my stories, and that's that. But what burns me up is the dead people can't defend themselves. See, the people that are gone. But I'm not the sheriff. I'm not the appointed person to defend them and get just stupid stuff. I should be building my channel a different way. But yeah, I started my channel a couple years back. Then it got censored. Then I got stuck in limbo, and that's that. That's the way it is. I gotta re-strategize. Sammy the Bull Gravano said he's found Jesus. Then they asked him, what would you do if you saw John Gotti? What would you tell John Gotti? And Sammy said, I'd blow his brains out. Well, I thought you just said you found Jesus, Sammy. He said, I'd blow his... What? He's got all those subscribers, but his views, his ratio of views to subscribers is very, very low. For all the subscribers he has, he's getting 3% views. That ratio. I got 1,000 subscribers. I could get 200 views. I could get 20%. So my numbers, even though they're low, my ratio, exponentially speaking, is powerful right now. Now that my channel's turned on, maybe some people just want to hear some good old fashioned mob stories, and they're not into that drama anymore. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Mr. Utah. Thank you. You know, people like soap operas. Tune in and see how they respond. I'm just going to tell stories. That's all. That's all. Wherever it goes, it goes. Half them guys, they wouldn't say that stuff in the streets if they were face to face. Gene would. Joey would. Not the old timer. Not the dinosaurs. Mm-mm. Not the dinosaurs. Mm-mm. Yeah. Sammy and Mike, they got a ton of subscribers, but their viewership is going down. The ratio of views to subscribers is weak. Well, you saw Sammy's daughter on Mob Wives? I don't want to talk about Sammy. Let him do what he let him. I'm not going to try to gain piggyback. I'm better than them anyways. I don't care about my numbers. I'm confident. I'm confident in my skills. Whatever I got to do, I'll do. I ain't got to. Whatever they go, they go. They're dinosaurs. They're on their way out. He's got 1 million subscribers. He did some big show when he got 7,000 views. 7,000 views. 0.001% off of all them subscribers. Jeez. Yeah. The same old tired out content. The same old tired out content. I did 300 videos almost every day while I was censored. All different stuff, all different stories, all this and that. They recycled the same stories 9 million times. They just recycled them over and over. They bled everything out that they can. So, and they made money. So what Sammy did with his family and what they were doing, well, that's, don't watch them. If people don't like it, don't watch them. That's all. Everybody's either dead or locked up. Yeah. Now, I like Mike FRANCHEESE's political views. He's real good. He knows. I mean, a lot of people could see what's going on in the country and everything. You know, it's just all marketing and all that kind of stuff. Marketing, and some people like vanilla, some like strawberry, some like chocolate. There's enough YouTubers out there. You find one that you gravitate to, or 2 or 3, and people watch them all. Or that's entertainment. But it's a topic. It's not like a bakery. They're not bakery channels on how to bake pies and cakes. You know, there's a lot of people that their lives got really sketched out. So they should be held to a higher accountability. But there's no more Mafia. They can urinate all over it, and whoever they get, they get. There's nobody left. There's nobody left. So they can urinate and crap all over and do whatever they do, and they're the biggest ones. Yeah. Richard Belding. Hey, Cugini. I found out my girl of 3 months is transgender. But get the heck out of here. You found it took you 3 months to reach. Mike McDonald, do you get along with Joey Merlino? Yeah, I don't know him personally, but I don't have anything against Joey Merlino. I don't have anything against him. It's all mob tube. If you got good stories, people are so pent up about who's a rat, who's not, all that stuff. If people just want to hear good stories, find who you like. I'm not playing the soap opera game with that. I'm not playing the bash game and all that. It's a new year. I'm going to behave. I don't want to get shut down again. I'm going to tell interesting stories, and that's that. I'm not going to get caught up on no soap opera merry-go-round. Them dinosaurs are going to be gone anyhow. That's all. Their numbers are diminishing. Mine are rising. I can't base my content and stuff on these soap opera guys running around. I just have to be a good storyteller and a good comedian and a good host. We have a real big show tonight. We got a real big show. First time on my channel, Joey Merlino. Well, where'd he go? Joey, where'd he go? Oh, he's at the racetrack. Joey Merlino used to be a jockey. Joey Merlino used to be a thoroughbred jockey. Bet you never knew that before. Philly Park. Yeah. I'm going to slow down on the smokes. That's my New Year's resolution. But after the show, I'll slow down on the smokes. Okay. This is a marathon, man. I appreciate all the new people that come in here and gave me a nice New Year. No, I didn't rat on nobody. I wasn't a made guy. No, I didn't rat on anyone. No. No. I got to cut down after tonight. We got 2 hour long thing, but hey, I had a fun New Year with all the new people that came in here. Geez, Lee Montoya, Mike McDonald, Richard Belding. Thank you, everybody, helping me out tonight. Jose Segala, Lee Montoya, Vivian Mallory, Mike the Knight. I appreciate people coming in there and hanging out with me. Packaging Depot. I'm just going to tell the stories and that's that. Wherever I go, I go. But I'm not going to do that bash game. Irish Jim, all right. I'm not going to do the bashing and talk smack about any of the other YouTube channels. I'm not playing that. Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Thank you, Benny Blanco. I'm not doing that bash game. If people don't like my stories, then they don't. Sir Drums, thank you, Sir Drums. That's all. I got baited into the soap opera game, and then I think one of them had my channel, Ivan Lore. I think somebody, Tommy Stig Social Club. Andy, yeah, thank you, Andy. Appreciate. Christy Mazzagatti. What comes to mind with the Mazzagatti? Mazza. Chris Mazza. Mazzagatti. That's what comes to mind. Mazza. Chris Mazza. Thought I didn't know, huh, Christy? James Rockford, thank you for helping me out, everybody. I have a good New Year's. I'm by myself, but you guys kept me company. I appreciate that. People act in good faith, That's all right. You act in good faith. I ain't no tough guy. John Olay, Vivian Mallory, Arian Brossman, David BMX. You were in my car a long time ago. B. Jeffrey, Happy New Year. Thank you. I like to hang out with the people in my thing. I'm not technical where I do videos and have all that technical stuff. Every video I do is live. And I could hang out with the people. Sir Drums. I appreciate all of that. I don't want to miss anybody. All these people come in here in good faith, but I wish you all. NYC Crime Spot. Thank you, Brett. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, folks, woo! Where's my producer? Where's my editor? Here they are. What's coming up? Well, I'll give notice. So if you hit the notification bell, you'll know Fast Times at Mafia High. So I'm gonna put that in there. Fast Times at Mafia High, like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Remember with Spicoli? So Mafia High School. Mafia High School. I never graduated. They kicked me out. Fast Times at Mafia High. I was going for my master's degree, but the work got too tough. It got too tough. Well, all right, folks. Thank you for helping me out. I appreciate it. If I missed anybody in the chat, please forgive me. Just tune in again. Just watch that note. Hit that notification bell. That's all. Hit the notification bell, and we'll see what's coming up. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for helping me out. I'm gonna try to rise the channel up. That smoke is getting thick in your nightclub. Woo! There you are. Happy New Year, my man. Thank you. I'm just coming off a marathon right here and past my bedtime, but so we made it. Let's all have a good New Year. Let's just keep our heads together and let's just reach some of our goals, okay? Even the smallest goals. Let's just reach our goals. If you need people to talk to and you're struggling with stuff, talk to somebody. Maybe they could help you out. Yeah. Edward Robert, Happy New Year. Thank you, Mr. Robert. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. If you're struggling with things, seek help. You don't have to be a macho man and all that. Just seek help if you need assistance. That's a strong person. That's a strong person. I gave couples therapy. I gave, be strong. Sir Drums, God bless you. Thank you, Vivian. So if you're struggling with things, get off on the New Year's on a good foot. On a good foot. If there's some things you got to address, go at them rationally. Stay level-headed. We all get nuts and crazy and want to, but no, we got to be on our game. I got to do better in 2025. I'm not going to swear on my channel. I'm not going to bash any of these other guys. I'm just going to do what I do best. That's all. Find the things that you can accelerate in, and then work on those. Find those positive things. My name's JoJo. I own a mansion and a yacht. My name's Elmer J. Fudd. I own a mansion. No. Montefusco. So just keep level-headed. We made it through this year. Nice to meet you too, honey. Nice to meet you. We made it. We got a chance. It's not partly cloudy. It's partly sunny. So the world is a vampire. It wants that blood. But figure out strategies. If you got a spouse or a girlfriend or boyfriend, you got to talk things out. And if you see signs of suspicion, don't be a fool. Now, I used to tell some couples, you don't need to be together. You don't need to be together. They think that therapists and couples counselors and all that are trying to keep couples together. Some people are just toxic together. Some of them are toxic together. You can't save some stuff that's beyond damage, if you know your spouse is whatever. But we'll just be aware on things and stay level-headed. And when the world busts you up, don't go to drugs. Don't go to drinking. Just learn from experience and then just try to figure out a better strategy so you can have a nice car. You can have a nice life. You could go on vacation. You could laugh and enjoy your family. So that's the thing. laugh, enjoy, and have good relationships. Good relationships are the most important thing. Cars and houses crumble to the earth, but good relationships. I got a friend that I love him. I'm wishy-washy. He's a good guy. All my friends passed away. I cherish that. That's money to me. That's money. My daughter still says, I love you, Daddy. That's money to me. I don't have possessions. What they love is eternal. Love is eternal. So I'm not going to go that much farther on that. So let's rise up in our thinking and let's try to have a very prosperous 2025. We're alive. We got a shot. A lot of people didn't make it last year. A lot of people didn't make it last year. We still have a chance to fulfill our dreams of prosperity or other types of relationships in our life, however you define them. Okay, folks? So let's record. My book is on Amazon Books. They Dead Missed. It's titled They Dead Missed. They Dead Missed. It's a memoir. It's on Amazon Books. It's less than a price of coffee. It's less than the price of coffee. I think I sold 3 of them. Yeah. So there you have it, Lee. Lee knows. Thank you for hanging out. So let's rise up. I'm glad you people are riding with me. I'm riding with you. And let's just rock and roll. You can never have too many friends, okay? So when you get my age too, man, you cherish them. So there you have it, folks. Be the kings and queens of your world. Don't give up. The world is a vampire. It wants that blood. No, put your spiritual armor up. Start thinking, figuring things out, and we're going to rock and roll. We're going to have a freaking nice 2025. And thank you, everybody. Hit the notification bell. Thank you, Benny Blanco from the Bronx. We're going to just try to rock and roll here. I don't want to participate in negativity anymore. Because when you're pissed off, you're the only one that feels it. Thank you, Johnny D. Thank you. Happy New Year's to you, Johnny D. I'm just a regular guy. I just want to tell stories. I don't want to play soap opera games with anybody. I'm a good writer. I'm a good writer too, So let's just do it like that. I am so appreciative that I had a good start to 2025 because I got people that come in here in good faith. That's that's not gangster like. No, I'm not a gangster. I'm just a regular guy trying to have fun here. That's all. And if you let me, I'll talk till your ears are red. So it's already 2.5 hours. Okay. So that's that, folks. I've said it all 3 times already. So we're gonna get down. I had notes and all that, but we'll just see. Is there somewhere side else I can get your book? Well, it's only on Amazon. I have books here, right here, but I just give them away. I don't have money, but I just give them away because in my book was divine intervention many times. So that was the gift from the angels. So I give them away. If I'll just go up to somebody and say, "Do you read books?" Well, who's this goofy guy asking me if he reads books? Well, here's a book for free. But we'll get you. I'll get you one. Just tune in next time, Vivian. All right. Just tune in next time. I'm Joseph Monty. I'm Joseph Monty on Facebook. I'm Joseph Monty on Facebook. So we're gonna rock and roll, folks. Man, I'm excited. I haven't been excited about anything. My channel's on, so that's that. I'm gonna keep pumping them out, and God willing, we're all gonna have a good year. We gotta rise up. We gotta rise up. I'll try to tell the best stories I can. I'll do the best I can. I done 600 videos. Half the time I was freaking blocked. So, good night, everybody. Joel Gold, he's the guy that bought my book. He said it's real. It's a good read. Yeah. Thank you, Johnny D. I'm gonna try now that I'm turned on. Now that I'm turned on, Johnny D, where you from? Might I ask? Well, maybe he turned off. Well, I've said everything already 4 times. Oh, Cleveland. All right. Thank you, Johnny. Cleveland was part of that network of people don't historically speaking, people don't recognize Cleveland as being gangster or mafia related. Cleveland was a hub. Cleveland was a network. People don't realize that and just mob tube historical accounts of YouTube or movies or all that network media, social media. People don't realize Cleveland. Cleveland could rock and roll, folks, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't sound as glamorous as Brooklyn, New York, or Bensonhurst, or it doesn't sound like that. But Cleveland was serious. Cleveland was serious. Thank you, Johnny D, for Johnny D. Thank you. Yeah. Nah, I don't think 8 there. Keep it quiet. So yeah. So we're just gonna keep going. And ever been to the Lee Montoya? We'll see you again. Well, thank you, folks. Be safe, be careful. Let's enjoy life. Maybe 2025 we can rise up with some goals or prosperity or good relationships. And you got to quit watching that news sometimes, because this political news made me nuts, about what goes on in the country. I got to wean myself off of that. I got to wean myself. I'm from a military family. I like to stay aware of current events, but I that's why they shut me down the first time on here. So I'm just going to tell my stories. What's going on in the country, I can't let it pollute my mind anymore, because that's just the way it is. Propaganda media, legacy media, and all this insanity. Let them do what they do. I got to do what I do. I'm not going to get my brain fried out on all that. So thank you, Johnny D. Oh, whew. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Stay tuned, hit the notification bell, and we'll be back. I got some good juice coming up. I got some good juice coming up with those crazy guys in the crew. I got some good juice coming. So thank you, folks. No, I smoke regular smokes, Jose. So there you have it. Be the kings and queens. Don't give up. We got to rise our thinking up. We can't be tripolar like me. I'm not bipolar. I'm quadpolar. No, I got to chill out and enjoy and laugh. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. I like to laugh, but I can't watch that politics. I'm glad the way the political situation is now. I'm glad the way the political situation is now. Let's just say that, because they still going to monitor me on here or something. So I don't want to. That's all I'm going to say. All right. We're going to rock and roll. And tomorrow, or I think I'm going to take a couple days off and get a nice story together, and then be prepared, and we'll do it like that. So God bless everybody, and let's squeeze for 2025, and set goals, take little steps, and then it'll build up. So I got 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna get 10,000 subscribers during 2025. I'm setting my goals. 2025, I'm gonna get 10,000. I would have had it already if I behaved, but I'm gonna behave. I'll be a good boy, YouTube. I'll be a good boy. All right, folks. Thanks a lot. God bless you all. Thank you for hanging out with me.